It's good to meet you again. So how's it been?
Well, we thank God, that's glory, we're doing fine.
Especially when you have to deal with the season.
Yeah.
It's fine. So
This time.
oh yeah, our audience are here to meet you. So please give us a short introduction of yourselves.
I'm Honorable Olalekan Peters, Councillor representing Ward E, Ojodu FCDA, and the Deputy Chief Whip of the Legislative House.
Oh wow, that's really interesting. So today on Societal Concern, we are with Honorable Olalekan Peters. He is a Deputy Chief Whip of Ojodu LCDA. So sir, we want to first start with our situation around the world, around our country at the moment. And talking about the society, this program, Societal Concern. You see, we want to believe that we want to know how well you are in touch with the current presidential tribunal petition going on.
Yeah, like the election has come and gone, and actually, all aggrieved party has the right constitutionally to go to court and let's say ask for what they think belongs to them, but the court will spell it out when the time comes. But I believe from the look of things, APC is winning the case. Yeah, from the look of things, from all indications, from at least from all perspectives, all what has been really explained in the court. And backing it up with what the constitution says and what the electoral law says, I think we have a little.
Okay. Today, we got to know that the chairman of the presidential election petition tribunal strike off the application that was requested by these parties for live broadcast.
Yeah, for live broadcast, because it's a election petition tribunal is not a showroom, a cinema house. Anybody that wants to see a live broadcast should go and whether go TV or any other thing. I'm not in the courtroom. Courtroom is not a showroom. It's not a studio. It's not a studio.
I think, like if we have to make reference to that of the incident that happened at Ekiti State between the SDP and during the tribunal, when the judge have to make a declaration, when an order has to be passed, and on the long run, it was said that the judge did not even record what he has said. So maybe that would have been the reason for this and for this party to want to
that made them
broadcast a live telecast.
You see, let me say this to you that especially election tribunal, especially the presidential election tribunal, it's a place where everybody focus attention. So there's no point that somebody will say until a live broadcast is made before people will know what they are saying. I mean, people are following it up even on all the social medias, so many media out there that people are following the cases up. So you see, they just want people to know that what they are there for is strictly business and not as if you are in the studio or you are in the cinema or no, strictly business. So let's face what the law says and follow it up and let the judgment come, which I believe APC is really where we are good to go.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. So, sir, looking at the era of this about to be concluded era of His Excellency Muhammad Buhari, do you think with all of his declarations, all of his legacy, do you think that the president can actually redeem the electoral legacy?
By his grace, because looking at what he has, the legacy he has laid down in Lagos State during his first time, second time, and even after him, what he has what is happening in Lagos is not just a film trick. It's a blueprint of what actually has the blueprint of Lagos State for the next 50 years of ground. So anybody that comes in will be following that blueprint, and Lagos will be moving every day. And that's why Lagos is recommended as the fast growing city in the whole of Africa now.
Okay.
So definitely, Ashwaju will replicate that in Nigeria, in Abuja, and I assure you, within the next 6 months, people will see the difference, clear difference. People will see it.
All right, sir. So now, by the news we received from the US,
Yeah.
imposing visa restriction on some selected unnamed Nigeria for apparently undermining the 2023 election.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? What is your contribution? What is your take to that?
Well, I wouldn't. That has to do with a diplomatic issue. So, and I don't really have close information about what transpires before that comes out. So, I wouldn't say much on that. And they are doing what they feel will make their country safer. So, I don't know.
Okay, but
I don't know what
on the long run, we also get to know that the United States
Yeah.
Secretary of State
Yeah,
called
yeah.
the president-elect.
Yeah.
So
Intergaban of the world. Intergaban of the world, yeah.
congratulating him and then also giving him his support and
Yeah.
all that.
That is
Do you
ready,
think-
that they are ready to work with Nigeria.
Okay, with that, do you think, or what do you think? Do you think the United States are actually playing a kind of double standard
How?
with African country
How?
by the fact that they sent ahead a declaration?
The issue of visa ban.
Yeah, the visa
And now
ban, and thereafter coming back to call the president-elect. Do you think there's a play of double?
You should know that United States as a country has the way they have their security report, what's called intelligence report on every country around the world. So they know what they are doing. They know that fine, no election is perfect in the whole world. They know that there are some places where it's faulty, and they know how to handle that. But they know that clear, I'm sure they will have gone through all their information, research, and you remember that they sent foreign observers here, even from US, during the election. So the observers will have tell them that okay, these are the pros and cons. That okay, these are where the whole thing went well, and these are where the whole thing went wrong. So in conclusion, if you work with this man, because he's the winner, so if you work with him, the two countries will be in good alliance.
Okay, now, sir, I want to bring us down to what is happening currently in the country, especially in the heart of Lagos State.
Okay.
A landmark story of this refinery inauguration going on as we speak. So, sir, I want to ask you, now that it's just about 7 days to the handing over of the present government.
Yes.
So, this inauguration is having to be celebrated and to be inaugurated by the president-elect, who also
the sitting president.
the sitting president, I beg your pardon,
Yeah.
who also doubled as the minister of petroleum.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, or what is his achievement? What's his achievement for Nigeria? And again, what achievement is this to the president and the minister of petroleum?
Yeah,
Is it supposed to be an achievement?
Yeah, it's a very good one, because you will notice that we used to have Minister of Petroleum before him. But when he came in, he noticed that all the ministers of petroleum that have been appointed before his administration have not really meet up to expectation. And not only that, that he's interested in really knowing that, okay, what is really happening there, that all our refineries cannot work, they are just grounded, and even with all this, this subsidy of ethane is really giving everybody real headache. So that was why he hold the portfolio to himself, so that he will be able to really know what is really happening there. He wants to go deep down and see what's happening. And having seen all that, he sees that there are some cabal that is holding all these things, that did not allow this thing to work. That was why he gave the Alhaji Dangote the backing to the support, everything he needed to make sure that this and that. There's not how, if some cabals are saying this is government functionaries and they don't want it to work, you cannot tell a private owner of a business not to let his business go, because he's using his money, he's tying his capital, so he will put his eye down and make sure everything works fine there. And of course, it's a plus to him, because now that the refinery is being declared open today, and we heard that it's the second largest in the whole world, that even the capacity of what is to be generated there is enough to serve 5 to 6 countries after Nigeria. So that means it's a great achievement by the time the refinery start producing, which I believe they have started doing.
Yes, we have.
So it's a plus to Buhari's administration going, that okay, at least before I left the office, this man commenced this project and was commissioned by me, and the refinery commenced full operation. Even while I'm still in the office, it's a plus for him.
Okay, so so what can you say about all of the refinery that have been abandoned?
Oh, definitely. You thought Jagaban of the world. Hey, oh, the refinery mentioned it, Wario, Port Harcourt, even Lagos border, all of them within some possible shortest time will start working. I will show you this. Right to this down. You will start working. I know Jagaban, because it's not going to politicize the whole thing. He knows how to bring in the right person for the right job. He knows there's a way God gave him that talent. Even the talent that is in you that you don't know, he knows how to seize it and he bring it out. And he will encourage you to develop that talent, and you will now later realize that, so I can do this thing. And I didn't know. So I can do this thing. He will bring you out, he will bring that talent out of you and make that talent useful for even yourself, that you don't know that you have talent and ability to do that thing. So he has a way of bringing in, let me use the word technocrats. Yeah, let me use the word technocrats.
Wow.
He won't say because you are not from my party or you are not from me. Once he knows you are the best for this job, he doesn't care where you come from. And that's why you see in Lagos, Igbos are in cabinet, Hausas are in cabinet, Benue are in cabinet, because he wants the best. He's not after that. Okay, you are from Agege, you are my cousin. You are no. He will rather give you another something that will be giving you something to eat on your Instagram. Coming to the aspect of a professional, he will get the best and fix at the right place.
All right, sir. Do you then think that Jagaban of this world, as the president-elect, like you said, as the president-elect, do you then think that he would also make himself the Minister of Petroleum to achieve all this?
No.
And again, sir, if all of this refinery would definitely come to work,
by his grace,
and now we have a private refinery actively beginning to work, and like it's been said that the first production will hit the market by the end of July.
Yeah.
So do you think, what do you foresee? Do you foresee any competition between this incoming refinery and the private sector, and also the raw materials?
Definitely there should be. And you just okay, let me bring you back a little. You remember during the time we have NITEL, we have only just NITEL. Eh? Because any business that is not competitive, there won't be improvement. During that time, NITEL can go for days, we all go and queue. But when MTN came in, Equinet came in, all of us competitive. So you see now that today they are all running after each other. So you will see great improvement in everything. So it's good that Dangote is coming in, and by the time all other refineries are put in place now, you will see great competition. So everything will be, and we will, my sister, we will all enjoy it. Nigeria is, all these people that japa will come back. Because by the time Nigeria is good to live, people that runs away will come back. Look at today. Before, everybody, Ghana were here in Lagos, doing shoemaker, doing this, doing that. But when somebody took over and the country started improving, they all left back to their today they are enjoying. So that's how Nigeria be. All the Ghana that japa then, they japa to them. Nigerians that japa will come back because Jagaban will restructure this country for better.
All right, sir. And that will bring me to my next question on the privatization. I want to ask, like someone said, that the government is not in an industrial government. Nigeria is not having an industrial government whereby having sectors that are supposed to be producing under them, and it's rather good that it's been given out to private hands to handle. So if by the time other refinery begin to work or is being put to place to work, will it still be, or do you assume, what do you think, will it still be handed over to private bodies to manage, or it will still remain under government regulation in order to maintain the competition?
Yeah, it depends because, like I said, Jagaban knows how to look for professionals that will handle things. So it depends on how the whole thing will be then, because don't let me just preempt what I don't know how it will be for now. But I know that by the time the old refinery is revived back and right people are put in to head all those refineries, everything will work fine. Everything will work fine. Everything will work fine. So the issue of maybe they are going to privatize it or something, let's leave that for now. Because by the time everything starts working well, nobody will even have time to look at that. If everything is working fine, nobody wants to know what is underneath. Oh, it's only when things are not working fine that you want to know, no, there's supposed to be somebody. If everything is working well, nobody will even care to know how it's being done.
All right, sir. So that means you give your full support to government privatizing institutions.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, so I want to take you down to education now.
Okay.
You see, like it is often said that education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world.
Yeah.
And if education then is the passport for tomorrow, then I believe that those who actually belong to the tomorrow have to start preparing today. So now, according to the Teachers Registration Council, it was reported that 70% of Southwest private students or private teachers are not qualified. So what do you think about that? What is your take about that?
The teachers of the private schools,
Yes.
or public
Private schools.
Okay.
70%.
Yeah. It's like that because it's just all these things happens because the economy of the country has really gone down, gone low, to the extent that even people now that have finished secondary school don't have the means to really further, to really go and do so. All they want to do is go and work in any the cheapest job you can get now anywhere is teaching job. And where all this private, because they want to charge, the schools want to maximize their profit, eh? Reducing their cost, maximize their profit. So by the time they charge, maybe every child to bring maybe 50,000, the school will be having maybe, for example, the school might be having at the end of the term, having maybe 3 million, and all they want to pay for that period of one term, maybe 2.5 months, they don't want to pay maybe 100,000. Okay, I'm surprised sometimes when I ask some teachers in private schools that where you going? They say so not sure about private school. How much are you paying? 15,000, 20,000. I mean, how do you justify that? Working for 30 days and paying 15,000, that's 500 naira a day. How does that person? How did you want that person to really live, to really cope with the present situation of the cost of things, the market, everywhere, even transportation? I mean, but because of lack of no good job, you understand, they will accept to do it, at least just to keep body and soul together for the meantime. But I believe with time, because now that Ashwaju is bringing in so many foreign investors, there will be so many job opportunities for people to do. So even why working, you can really further your education. If you have money to eat and you still have little to save for education, why won't you further your education rather than just sitting down the way you are like that? So there will be better opportunities. I'm foreseeing a better Nigeria in the next couple of years.
Amen. That's great. So, what then is your take on Western education? You see, a lot of people desire to leave the country for quality and affordable education. And if they would need to leave the country, definitely there is a feedback that is passing to the country. Most importantly, now that
The education here, because you said they are leaving the country for quality. No. I beg to differ. Now, they are leaving the job, they are leaving the country. Because if you observe anywhere in the world now, even in US today, in Canada today, in UK today, go into any organization, you will see, count the first 10 head, the most senior people in that organization. Before you count 1 to 10, you will see 2 Nigerians. So that is to tell you that it's not because of, and by the time you go through their CV, you will see that some of them attended their university here in Nigeria. But what is making them going is to earn more money. Earning more money is what is making them going. And another thing that is making people say they want to go out there to go and study, is because of all this university strike. So it's out there. The day you are starting your study, you have known today you are going to leave that institution. But here in Nigeria, you can't predict. Your 3 years might be 6 years. Your 3 years might be 5 years. So that's where people are living, because they only know when they will start the study. They don't know when they will end, which means you don't even know where you will start another life after graduating. So that's why people are going. It's not because of the quality. If you compare the quality of education in Nigeria to some other African countries, you will see that Nigeria is far better. But in terms of duration, it's duration that's making them leave Nigeria. So that, okay, because you look at people that went to Sudan, So do you want to tell me the university in Tisula is better than Nigeria? No, they are only going there because of the duration. That okay, I'm going for study for 3 years. That 3 years will be 3 years there. That 3 years will be exactly 3 years. It won't be more than that 3 years for even one day. But here, I don't know. As you try can come up for 8 months for just like the last one with almost a year. So add that to the years they are supposed to use. That means and you don't even know if they are, but we don't think there won't be any strategy.
Amen. We pray so too, sir.
There won't be any strategy.
All right then. Oh, so I want to ask your take on Western education.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you support the fact that most Nigeria are running out of the country seeking for quality education and affordable education also, knowing the fact and the structure of Nigerian education is questionable at the moment?
I've just answered that question.
Okay, sir. So now, knowing that the United Nations, US, UK now said, they made a statement about education and about Nigeria, who are still bringing in their family, their family to the country to study for study.
Yeah.
The law passed by the president, which allowed the state to generate. Okay, with that now, with this policy that the UK government is trying to bring out, how is this going to affect the Nigerian students, international students?
Yes, you know the law specified, because I read about it, that being a student you cannot come in with your family. Before, students are allowed to come into the country with their family, maybe their dad and their mother. Okay, it's the father that is sponsoring it and the father wants to be there too. But now the country just banned that no students are allowed to come into the country with their family again. That is only the student that is being taken there. So and the student alone should come. So it's okay. It's every country has their policies. Policies differ, and policies do changes from time to time. When they run through a certain policy, and their parliament there too will see that with this policy we are running, is it to our advantage or to our disadvantage? And they will sit again, just like we used to do here. We will revisit our bylaws from time to time. So they too do us same there. They will sit down and look at the policies that how are these policies in advantage or disadvantage to us. So when they go through it, then if they have to leave it like that, they will leave it, and if they have to add or remove, they will do, and it becomes law. So it's a matter of changing policy, which is the normal thing in government anywhere in the world.
So what this policy, how is it going to
Affect us,
yes,
Nigeria?
Yes.
I don't think it will really affect us because for me now, okay, for example, if I decide that I want my daughter or my son to go and study abroad, and the government there comes in with a certain policy, I will have to go through that policy and see where and how I can come in to fit in there. So if I see that policy won't be okay for me, the chance is always there to change minds to another country. Because whatever I want my child to go and study in UK can also be studied somewhere else. And it's the same knowledge that he or she will still attain wherever I decide to. So I don't see any beauty in that.
Okay, so by the law that is being passed by the president, allowing states to generate their power. So what role is the local government taking in generating and reform this regulation?
Okay. Let me speak for my own government. Like, it's only the state that can generate the main electricity power plant. But in our own way here, all we've been doing is, all the projects we've been doing, both health centers, some other places we've been doing, we've been trying to deviate from the normal NEPA, what's the PHCN. We'll be using solar energy most of it, so that I mean we won't be relying so much on saying, because one, if even if we put generator there, the cost of diesel is skyrocketing every day now. If we decide to be using NEPA, it's not guaranteed. You can imagine a PHC that you have patients 24 hours running, and this university light for maybe hours. And sick patients are there taking treatment hourly or something like that. So that's why we decided from our own ends here, henceforth, anywhere we are building, we will be putting this solar power panel there to generate our means of electricity. So in our own way here, we've been doing it to, in our own way, but it's only the state that can do the main one, the power plant generation.
Wow, this is great. So thank you so much for your time. So is there any other thing you want to share with us? Basically, the societal concern. What do you want to share with your loved ones out there?
What I would just say is for us to be our brother's keeper, be a good Nigerian, as our national anthem says that don't try and don't be diva in brotherhood this time. So we need to be our brother's keeper. We need to look at it. We need to look at each other like one Nigeria, one blood, one family, so as to keep it. That's one love. Let that love be shared amongst each other.
Okay, and that is thank you so much, sir. That is how we are going to call it a day on societal concern. Today we have been with Honorable Olalekan Peters.
Olalekan Peters.
I beg your pardon. Honorable Olalekan Peters of Ojodu LCDA. He is the Deputy Chief Whip of Ojodu LCDA. So thank you so much for joining us today on Societal Concern. Until we meet again next week.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's great having you. Thank you so much.